Rocio Perez, leadership coach, author, and creator of the MindShift Game. Welcome on the Business Brief.
Thank you so much, Ryan. It's such a pleasure to be here with you today.
It's really a treat to have you, Rocio. Now, you've developed a new board game, the MindShift Game, to provide self-guided coaching to those seeking to advance their careers and their lives in a meaningful way. Tell us more about the MindShift Game and why you're doing this.
Well, the MindShift Game came about. I started off my career many moons ago. And in that process, I came from extreme adversity and figuring out, how do I guide myself? Where do I go? What do I do? And what I discovered in my career is I started coaching people back then, and even myself, figuring out what it makes people happy. And that's really achieving. It's making progress. It's finding ways to achieve their goals as they want to. And that's where the MindShift Game started off. Today, what we're doing is working on a global scale with individuals. We've piloted different programs, and it's been such an extraordinary opportunity within that. So there's many experiences that shape our life, the course of our lives. And I wanted for people to experience the same thing that I experienced, to make it from a teenage runaway with a 6th grade education, Ryan, and make it into university, later to become a serial entrepreneur. That made me happy. And it was possible and probable. And a lot of people said, you're never going to make it. How many of us hear that in our careers, or people are not really motivating us, making sure that we can move forward and empowering us in many different ways? I know that if it's possible for one person, it's possible for all people. And I want to bring it out to the entire world. Right now, we have individuals that have interviewed us all over the world via their podcasts and media channels. And they want it. They want the game. They see the potential. They want to take courageous actions. They want to advance their careers. This game is changing the world.
Well, and it's speaking of the world, it's a big market out there. According to your own research, corporate workplace training expenditures exceeded $82 billion in 2020 and scaled to over $92 billion in 2021. And the self-improvement industry was worth over $10 billion. And so there's a lot of money, and it continues to grow in these areas. It's reasonable to see why you believe there's a market out there. But could you explain a little bit more about how the demand is shaping the opportunity for the MindShift Game?
So the demand right now, a lot of leaders are understanding that it's not about a coaching process. A lot of people look at a booklet or whatever that may be. Here's the 10 things that you must learn. What we believe in the MindShift Game is that we mold the game around the individual. The person knows what courageous actions they need to take. They know what bold actions are. They know if they need to boost their confidence. For us, the way we see it, it's all over the world. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of people, there's a lot of international attention as well as national attention. People want to be happier. At the end of the day, we surveyed our clients and people from all walks of life all over the world. And 94% of them said that they felt there was something they can do to be even happier. So they felt that it was in their control to do something. And that's really where the MindShift Game comes about, where it walks them through a process. The game molds itself around that individual, where it starts to boost their confidence, starts to expand their vision, starts helping them tap into their power. Can't tell you how many people who earn 70 million, whatever it may be, you add a number, 70 million, 10 million, 2 million, they lose their confidence, something happens. This is how they regain it. And this is where we're getting that attention, and people are seeing the potential. As a matter of fact, they see the potential so much so they want it in schools. They want it with counselors. They want it with students. They want it at universities. They want it inside of nonprofits. And it is our commitment to put it into nonprofits to help single mothers, to help entrepreneurs, to help people that are in rehab. That leadership should not be just for the people that can afford it. It should be for everyone around the world, that anyone can access their greatest potential at a price point that makes sense to them. If you're looking at those expenditures, some corporations are spending anywhere from $20 to $30 to $60,000 a year to coach their top level people. Our game.
So give us just a really quick example of how, if you're a small business owner, or you're an employee and you feel stuck, or you feel like things aren't going your way, give us a quick example of how this game will help them find their way to happiness, to a more meaningful path forward.
for a meaningful way. For instance, we had an individual that we were coaching. Her name's Gloria, amazing individual, retired, who wasn't feeling fulfilled. 30 years. She felt that she got more results out of our process and our coaching in 10 months than what she had in 30 years. What she accomplished, now retired, female, single female for 30 years, she was able to buy her dream home. A beach dream home. That's fulfillment. That makes her happier. She wanted to share that time with her grandchildren and her children and really experience her new environment with her family. That's something that's helping people. Or people growing their business, like Jennifer, who came to me. She was on the verge of divorce. Her marriage was on the rocks. Her business was on the verge of getting closed. Things were not going right. The kids weren't behaving. Who she became, grew her business 400+%, saved her marriage. Her kids one of them ended up going on to university. The other one just graduated from high school, ready to move on. That is happiness, and happiness meaning to the individual, their version of happy, healthy, and wealthy. That's
I love it.
success.
That's great. So, okay, now speaking of there and the individual, let's talk about you a little bit as an individual, Rocio. You've talked about your challenges to get where you've gotten in life now as an author, a speaker. You're also a mother and a business woman. And there are thousands, perhaps tens of thousands of women who are on their own unique journey. And perhaps, they share some similarities as you in their journey. What advice would you share for those who may watch this?
That it is possible. You can do it. And I invite everyone, even those that don't feel that they can do it, that they can do it, because and that I know that you can do it. Anything and everything is possible. Believe in yourself. There is a process to success and to feeling happier and more fulfilled in life. We know the way. Contact us and we can help you with our game, through our systems, and you get to reap the benefits of your work. And that's the uniqueness, that it's possible for anyone to.
Absolutely. Well, I think with your focus on the corporate training world, self-improvement industry, there are, a lot of folks, that's an understatement, who are always looking to be better, who are looking to improve their current state, who need mentoring, who need support, who need advice. And ultimately, we know we learn from our own experiences, and that it's up to each and every one of us to do our part to move ourselves forward. But having tools and resources that can help us along the way is what I think is so interesting about the MindShift Game. Rocio Perez with the MindShift Game. Thank you for joining us.
Ryan, thank you so much. It's such a privilege.